You're watching Coast Life, where I have a very special guest with me today. She may look very familiar to you. This is Jeanette Gallardo. She is a meteorologist on WRDE and Telemundo Delmarva. Thanks for being here.
Of course, I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Of course. Meteorologists are some of the smartest, coolest people I've ever worked with. So first, just tell us, you are a bilingual meteorologist. What's your favorite thing about that, and how did you get into this?
So my favorite thing I think about being a bilingual meteorologist is that I can reach such a wide audience, not just the English-speaking audience, but also Spanish-speaking, which I'm very passionate about. Spanish is my first language, so that's kind of how I became passionate about the bilingual aspect in the first place. As far as weather, I've always been a nerd, you know. Since I was a kid in the first grade, I remember I would sit and I would literally just like read weather books at the library. Like, that's all I did. It's all I cared to do. And that just kind of stuck with me throughout my entire life. So I just kind of pursued that dream of being a meteorologist, combined that with my passion for speaking Spanish. And that's how I got here. 7 grados. También con ese frente frío vamos a ver esas ráfagas de viento que van a alcanzar hasta 30 millas por hora el martes por la tarde.
What is something you wish people knew about meteorologists, meteorology? The one thing I know is don't wear green on the green screen, but I'm sure there's a lot more to it.
That's right. It's actually very physics and math based. I think a lot of people think it's just a guessing game. I'm just going to take a dartboard and see what percentage for rain, but it's really a lot of math, a lot of physics, which is another thing that drew me to meteorology. I'm a big physics nerd, so yeah, it was my favorite subject in high school and in college. So it really does take a lot more than just, you know, a guessing game. It's very much having to know how the atmosphere works in a very intricate way, which I enjoy a lot. Muy agradable para entrar al agua si es que va a ir a la playa.
All right, so summer's coming, it's getting hot, so I heard you have a little summer safety to show us.
That's right. I want to show you just how hot vehicles can get. A lot of people don't realize that just because it's a nice 70 degrees outside, that doesn't mean that it's going to be 70 degrees inside your car, where a lot of people do tend to have their children and their pets with them. So I'll show you a look.
Let's do it.
So this is our graphic system right here, and I'm standing in front of a green wall to show you this. Now, what I want to talk about today is temperature, not just outside, but also inside a car, because it only takes 10 minutes, and we're talking when it's 70 degrees. It'll only take 10 minutes for the temperature inside of your vehicle to reach 90, 20 minutes for it to reach 98 degrees, 30 minutes for it to reach 104, and in 60 minutes your car can be 112 degrees on the inside. And this is important because a lot of the times people will leave their pets inside of their vehicles, so this is a good reminder as to why you shouldn't do that. Same thing with your children. Always check the back seat before you leave your car. It only takes 10 minutes at a temperature of 80 degrees for the inside of your car to heat up to 99 degrees, and in just 30 minutes it'll heat up to 114 degrees, 60 minutes, 123 degrees. So it's very important as we head into summer that we're always checking the back seat and making sure we're not leaving our pets or our children in the back seat.
But before I let you go, if there's someone watching who's an aspiring meteorologist, what advice do you have for them?
Well, I would say just don't be scared of the math. I think that's something that scares a lot of people away from the meteorology degree. But if it's something that you're truly passionate about, it's definitely something that's doable and worth pursuing.
Definitely, and you're proof of that. Thank you again so much for being here, and for you, stick around. We have more Coast Life on the way.